Story 1. AITA for giving my MIL a fake copy of my house key and exposing her on Christmas dinner? I want to preface this by saying that I F34 married my husband M37 a year ago. His mom is snoopy and annoying AF. She can't help it, that is just how she is, as my dear-in-laws say. My husband and I purchased a new house recently. My MIL kept pushing to get an emergency key. She promised that she only use it in an emergency, but given the fact that she had an emergency key to our old apartment and walked in on us being intimate twice, but my husband didn't think it was big deal, I just couldn't trust her, so I just sent her a fake key, after she kept pushing, and she had a smug on her face after I hand-delivered it to her. Days gone by, and on Christmas dinner, MIL angrily called me out on the fact I gave her a fake copy of the house key. She shamed me for doing this in front of everyone, but in my defensive I asked her how she found out, and she said days ago when she came over at 4 while my husband and were out. I reminded her, didn't you promise you wouldn't use it unless there's an emergency? So you tried to get in when there was no emergency, and you broke the promise you made to us. She looked red in the face, and the other family started staring, and some even laughed at her for the face she made. She suddenly got up from her seat and rushed into the kitchen, where she had a huge meltdown so loud the next door neighbors must have heard. Literally, I've never heard a 60-plus-year-old woman throw a tantrum like that. Needless to say, dinner went awkward, and my husband and his sister were giving me looks. My husband went off on me in the car and said I lied and manipulated and humiliated and exposed his mom, and said he wouldn't have let me get away with it had he known. We had an argument, and he is demanding I apologize to his mom for my childish behavior and for ruining Christmas dinner for the whole family. AITA? So this went off unexpectedly, and I thought I'd show my husband some pretty helpful comments I found here minutes ago, but he got mad at me when he saw it and said I was nuts to talk about his family online. He demanded my phone so he could delete it, but I refused, and I went upstairs and into the bedroom. I never seen him so agitated, and I didn't think he'd react like that, honestly. But thank you guys for your support. It really means so much. I'll update if I can. Thanks again, smiley face. Guys, I would be thrilled if you could take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Your support means the world to me, and having you as a part of the Spill the Tea 888 family would be amazing. By subscribing to my channel, you'll get access to all the latest videos, updates, and exciting content I have planned. Plus, it's completely free, and you can always unsubscribe anytime if it's not your cup of tea. Now to the comments. Not average 256. Yeah, he seems to be completely ignoring the fact that his mother was trying to humiliate OP in front of everyone first. Honestly, his mother wouldn't even have been exposed in front of the family at Christmas if his mother had brought up the issue with the key to OP privately and not at dinner. You're the NTA. I'd rethink my marriage if my husband put his mother over me. Animalime. Basic respect. The fact the husband is trying to defend this behavior should be eye-opening for OP. Academic_snow_7680. This whole dynamic is so unhealthy. Why on earth would he be okay to have his mom twice walk in on them having sex? He is utterly clueless to the fact that this is OP's home, not his mother's. I bet MIL must be happy with her mama's boy. Raised him well to take mama over his own wife. Allows mommy to walk all over his home and marriage. Yuck.
Story 2. AITA for asking mom's boyfriend to stop trying to parent me? Edit, the boyfriend doesn't live with us and doesn't pay rent or bills. Him and his dots spend time here and pay only for their food, something I do as well. My dad died suddenly about a year ago, and my mom found this really nice guy that she's started seeing. I'm 23 and going into my final year of college. My mom's boyfriend has 2 daughters ages 15 and 13. My mom has stepped in to be a mother figure to them, and the boyfriend has stepped into my extended family, becoming everyone's favorite uncle. And while I'm glad everyone else is comfortable, I'm not. He isn't a bad guy, I'm just still grieving my father, and it feels like he's trying to replace him. He tries to set rules for me, things like chores and curfew, that my dad specifically didn't because he thought they were ridiculous for an adult. Boyfriend thinks it's only fair because I have siblings now. I think it's ridiculous to have the same rules apply because of our age differences. He's trying to get me to share my stuff with his kids. They aren't lacking for anything, but he thinks it's only fair because family. I live in the basement of my mom's house. I have since I was 15. When you come in the front door, there's a door to the basement and the stairs to go into the house. So it's pretty separate. So last night I was designated driver for some friends and got home at 2 a.m. I had nothing to do until 3 p.m. today since classes aren't until next week and my new job starts in 2 weeks. So this has never been a big deal with my parents. I shot my mom a text and went to bed. Tonight though, man, boyfriend flipped. I got a lecture and sent to my room and possible loss of car privileges. I snapped and laid it out for him. I told him I'm leaving the city after I graduate. I told him I'm glad my mom found a new partner, but that I am not and will not be looking for a new father figure and he needs to respect that. I told him our relationship won't be father/son for some time, and that he needs to respect me as an adult or that I won't want to have a relationship with him. He told my family and they think I'm the asshole. AITA? Hey guys, if you enjoy any of the videos, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could give them a thumbs up and leave a comment to let me know your thoughts. Sharing your feedback will help me improve and create better content for you. Now to the comments, Chica Boom Boom. NTA, you're an adult, so the rules shouldn't be the same for you as they are for his teenage children. Your father recently died and neither him or your mom should be trying to push the stepdad role onto you. I completely understand why you'd lose it like that. It's still too soon for him to be trying to take your father's position. He probably means no harm, but he has to understand given the circumstances and why you'd feel the way you do. Story 3. This has got to me the 4th or 5th time I've asked you to do this. No, actually, you asked me once per my records that you asked me to start keeping since my performance review. I had a performance review on July 1st and my boss told me that I have a hard time keeping track of tasks. It's really not my fault since the company is too cheap to invest in a task management solution. We literally have to go off massive email chains, and when you have 30 people CC'd in an email with 25 of them not knowing the difference between reply and reply all, you end up with a lot of shite getting lost in the mix. Anyway, my boss told me that I needed to start keeping track of everything. Everything, you say? Every phone call. Every email. Every bit of communication for every goddamn task. With timestamps. Because apparently I am very forgetful and don't get anything done. I'm normally never this petty, but he gave me bad remarks across the board, so I figured, you know what, I ain't going down without a fight, especially when I'm being blamed for something that is not entirely my fault. Also, I know I am very effective as an employee because I get things done, but my boss doesn't seem to know that. So I spent the July 4th weekend developing a simple task manager to be used by only me. Every Vonage phone call gets automatically logged. Every email I receive saved as a PDF and timestamped time received, time opened, time that I completed reading the email. Got a package you're sending me? I'm logging that your T2 time the UPS/FedEx driver delivered it, time I brought it into the house, time I opened the package, time I threw out the packaging. I don't care if it takes me an extra hour each day. I'm logging ERR-TANG. So today, he emails me saying this has got to be the 4th or 5th time I've asked you to do so and so task. It was my ducking time to shine. I responded with this, boss name, in regards to the task in question. I have received the following communication, Tuesday, July 25, 2023, 11:18 a.m. phone call received from boss phone asking me to complete this task. Tuesday, July 25, 2023, 12:08 p.m. task sent for review. Confirmed task pending review with your assistant. Emailed boss email reminding him that the task was pending review. Friday, August 4, 2023, 11:01 a.m. email received from boss email asking me to this is the 4th or 5th time asking me to complete this task. Friday, August 4, 2023, 11:02 a.m. confirmed with boss assistant that the task was still pending review. Friday, August 4th, 2023, 11:03 a.m. confirmed with boss assistant that the task was never reviewed by boss. Friday, August 4th, 2023, 11:04 a.m. re-forwarded email to boss from July 25th, 2023, 12:08 p.m. reminding him that the task was pending review. You asked me once and it was completed within the hour. If you asked me about this task 4 to 5 times, I would told you 3 to 4 times that it was already pending review because it was completed the first time you asked. Asking me to keep a record of everything was a great idea because now I know that I am not the problem here. I haven't heard back from him since. If you know anyone else who might enjoy my videos, feel free to share the link with them. Word of mouth goes a long way in helping small creators like me reach a wider audience.